Hello, everyone. Thank you for your time today. My name is Derek. Today I have here Coy and our partner Keith from Star Cloud Services, and we're just honored to be here. And the first thing we want to do is thank the FinDEVr team, people like Heather, Emily, Kate, Dom. Can we please give them a round of applause? It's really been phenomenal. I haven't heard enough thank you, so I wanted to make sure we thank them because this is new for us. So we really appreciate it. This is exciting, so thank you for your time. Our team hopes to inspire at least one person, if not everybody in this audience, to challenge the way you consider your customer experience on mobile devices. Now, essentially, what we're going to be focusing on today, it's really something special for us, but we want to focus on the fact that we already process other documents besides receipts. So we're showing you receipt capture today, but we process things like W-2s, invoices, new mortgage applications, new account openings, and things like that. So we're already active on over 100 million devices worldwide. This is not a startup like, hey, imagine this or what if. This is happening right now. So today, I'd like you to focus on the three things that we're going to learn. We're going to learn how to enhance your customer's mobile experience. We're going to learn how to build post-transaction customer intelligence using the data that we capture. And then third, we're going to learn how to what we call hashtag action information once we collect it. So when we talk about the definition of machine learning, we begin to understand that our ability to teach machines to capture data without human interaction has never been so within reach. And when we start to understand the purpose of what we're doing, I'll just tell you right now, we have over 600 data scientists and developers around the world committed every single day to making sure that our machine vision, machine learning, and machine translation technologies are properly implemented, and they're leading the industry in everything that they do. So essentially, back to the point is I don't want you to think about, what if, or, imagine that. That's not what's happening here today. Essentially, we're already doing these things out of the box with a lot of other processes, but we're focused on receipts. So I'm going to ask you, what if I could scan a W-2? What if I could kick off a new mortgage application while someone's sitting on their couch at home, eating food, watching TV, doing that? What if you could actually process more accounts? What if you could process more things faster without ever having to visit a branch? What's happening today? So you didn't come here for me to tell you that there's a $49 trillion millennial industry around the corner. You don't need me to tell you that. No, no, no. What we really, really, really want to emphasize today is that we're bringing you the technology to make sure that the future interaction from these clients is the best that it can be. We're focused on helping enabling better customer intelligence and better customer service through applications like this. And so essentially, at the end of the day, we're showing our receipt capture, but again, I really need to emphasize that we do a lot more than just this, and instead of just talking about it and showing that we can do bills, invoices, W-2s, mortgages, we're just going to show you. So Coy, let's jump right into our mobile receipt capture demo. Can we please switch to the overhead camera?
Cool. Thanks, Derek.
Okay, so here we go. You guys can see, there we go. So we got two different receipts, one from Target, one from Trader Joe's. So let's walk through a real life scenario of what we're doing right now. So again, we've actually replicated a process that people are already using our technology for, but essentially what we're going to be doing here is just capturing the information and then showing you how to action it. So according to Star Cloud Services, there are over trillions of receipts are printed every single year. So how do we unlock that data? So that's what we're going to focus on today. So Coy, how can we unlock this data on the receipts?
ABBYY's technology leads in data capture and data transformation. And ABBYY's receipt capture SDK uses ABBYY's optical character recognition to capture receipts from mobile devices and scanners.
Okay, so essentially we built a demo application again to replicate something that's already happening, but let's just say I finished checking out, I want to go take a picture of this receipt with my mobile app from my bank or for whatever reason, and we're going to institute that right here. So essentially once I capture it, it'll process it and report back to me my spending and expense management.
Cool. So here's an example of a mobile app. Okay. And the number one thing that is an issue for capturing good receipts is taking the image itself. So our engine takes the image and then corrects it so that it's optimal for recognition. So here I'm going to take a picture of this target receipt. Okay, and then we're gonna process it.
Okay, perfect. So as you're sending that, can we switch back to the PowerPoint? Thank you. So you switch to the app that we built here. So when you say processing, what's actually happening when it's processing in the background?
So in the background, when it's processing, what it's doing is three things. First is processing the image, and that includes things like rotating the image, deskewing the image, fixing any distortion due to the angle, and it also takes the image and straightens it out. So the second thing it does is the recognition of the text, and then it extracts the data from the receipts.
Okay, so as you've taken this picture, we slowed down this process a lot. This can happen on an individual basis, one by one. This can happen in a pool of processes, so you could put a bunch of receipts together and process them all at the same time. So there are a lot of different applications for this technology, and essentially what we're seeing the most deployment is an internal expense management and external, you're selling it as a service to your clients, but then also in terms of building customer loyalty and rewards programs. So we've taken the same technology that we're using, a lot of you are already using this today. If you've ever scanned a document or taken a picture of a document or done anything like that, you've probably used our technology at some point. So essentially here, Koi is going to be loading on the screen, again, an example of something that's already happening, and that's what we want to emphasize, is that this is not, what if, imagine that. This is taking place today in order to build smarter customer intelligence. So once we check out and I've got my receipt, right out of the box with this technology, we can capture the top 100 US retailers. And so Koi's loaded in the box. We're showing you the original receipt. Again, we're slowing this down so you could see this and really appreciate what's going to be happening. So essentially, we capture the information, we pull in the raw image, we process it, again, we're giving you context, and then essentially it's going to be ripping apart all the line item data for us to work with. So again, once we capture the line item data, it'll go through, categorize, and basically break down all of our expenses for us. And this is not technically an application that we sell to you that you could buy. No, people are taking our technology and building these things because we're creating the on-ramp to allow people to rampantly start up and catch all of these details out of the box.
But what you're seeing here, you saw the target receipt before and the transformed receipt afterwards. And these are the fields that we've captured. We captured the vendor name, the location, the date, phone number, what category it is. If it's a receipt that's used with a bank card, then we captured the last 4 digits of the bank card. And we captured the line items as well as the total. So if we can switch back to...
Yeah, let's do one more in the background.
Screen here, okay.
So essentially, you're taking that picture. How about we talk about how the engine is actually extracting the data off of the receipt in the background?
Right, okay. So here, I'm gonna send this again. And what it's doing is it's processing the image, so it's gonna crop it, it's gonna straighten it, and then it's gonna extract the information. And the way we extract the information, we built logic based on the content and the context of the receipt. So we can go back to the laptop. And we also train the layouts for the top 100 US vendors. So on the receipts. So combining those two methods, we're able to accurately capture receipts. And along with the information that we capture on all the fields, we also capture metadata information like the location of the field, the confidence level of each of the fields, and the alternative text that the fields can be. We also capture raw information versus the normalized values so that you can do further processing on this information, like automating the verification. And we also have logic built into the verification. For example, all the line items should add up to the subtotal, and then if you add the tax, then it should add up to the total amount as well.
Okay, great. And we want to get to the next part of our demo. So really quick, could you summarize how could people in this room today, or how are people already using this? How can they work with this technology now?
Sure. ABBYY's Receipt Capture SDK is currently available on Windows operating system, and we support programming languages like .NET, C#, C++, Java, JavaScript, Visual Basic, and Perl. And right now, we're processing the receipts one at a time, but what you can do is create a service and build a pool of processors so that you can process multiple receipts requests coming in simultaneously. And a lot of our customers are currently using this approach where you have the mobile client and then you got the server processing invoices, processing mortgages and receipts. We also have one of our Intuit TurboTax. They built a mobile app that takes a picture of your W-2 and it fills out the 1040 Easy form and submits it directly to the IRS for you.
Yeah. So we're doing a number of things like that. Again, TurboTax is one example. If you've seen Quicken Loans with Rocket Mortgage, that's our technology that you're seeing on TV. So, just to get to this next part, I really got to show you this. So let's just say, hey, y'all think, the demo's perfect, right? Y'all pre-trained it. No, we didn't, actually. And I'm going to show you live right now. So I'm going to introduce Keith now. So Keith from Star Cloud Services is going to show us how to take advantage of our receipt capture technology, their printing technology, the cloud, and mobile devices, all while using machine learning. So maybe you could walk us through and again and explain the value of what we're talking about here today.
So now our company, Star Cloud Service, can get access to pure and also perfect quality of digital receipt, which could be OCR with almost 100% accuracy. Let's show how it works.
Okay, perfect. So maybe you could print out an example for me, and I'll just hold up and show the audience, and we'll get started like that. So could you print out a new receipt for me? Say I'm checking out, and I just got a new receipt.
Yes.
And then
So here's how you can get the receipt image directly from our printer. So it is no need take a receipt, take a photo of a receipt, and also OCR items. So for example, so you go to the shopping at the store, and the cashier print a receipt like this.
So again, Star Micronics works with Star Cloud Services. They basically own a large section of the receipt printing business, and they've been able to supply the receipt right here. But essentially, he can print any receipt from any time. So this is a brand new receipt that he's printing. He's going to print this. Another example to shoot, just to show you, like this one, you can take whatever. Go ahead, knock yourself out. It doesn't matter. You can bring any receipt with this technology and start lighting up as soon as possible. So can we go back to the overhead camera, please? I really need to show this. Look at this. This is a QR-enabled receipt like we just talked about. And you see normal receipt at the top, but we have this extra little information at the bottom. So let's capture that and show them what it does.
Yeah, so this is unique QR code here. So this QR code linked to our cloud. So this is kind of digital receipt enabled QR code.
Right. So he's going to capture it. He's going to be able to load a perfect image of the receipt. And the point of what he's saying is that you no longer have to go and try to remanipulate and understand the data. We have the raw receipt. Digital, accessible at any time, wherever you may be. It's always going to be there. And the next part of the demonstration of what we're going to show you is how he can actually take this same receipt and shrink it. So let's do this really quick. Could you print out a shorter version of the receipt? Because we don't even need all this data anymore, right?
Of course.
I mean, look how long this receipt is. You ever been to the store and you get a receipt that's 7 feet long? I do all the time. I buy a pack of gum and all of a sudden it's dragging on the floor. So we can easily fix that right now.
This one?
This is the same receipt. Can you see this? Can you see this? Look at this. Same receipt. Same information, except this is almost guaranteeing basically 100% accuracy with this approach. So can we go back to PowerPoint, please? Let's wrap this up. So again, this is happening today. Customers are taking our technology and they're enhancing the customer experience using our platform and suite of solutions, using mobile, cloud, server, hybrid, you name it, doesn't matter. There are a lot of unique applications for our technology. And essentially, we've already talked about expense management. It's being used internally. It's being used externally. It's being used as a value add, if you would. However, we're also seeing a lot of new loyalty rewards programs pop up with loyalty points. Take a picture of your seat. Take this, get points off. We're using that to send coupons to the right customers at the right time to maximize the shelf clearing power that we have. Now, essentially, we support these countries, but you're backed all over the world. We have 18 international headquartered locations. We work in over 200 plus languages. We have 1,600 employees worldwide. But essentially, at the end of the day, we want you to understand that we're your best technology partner moving forward. If you have an idea, something innovative that you want to build, please, please, please contact us. We want to help productize your ideas. And with that, that's the end of the day. Thank you very much.